Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. 9 Wives coming soon. Checks and balances coming May 19th. Thank you guys for the early support. Pre-orders probably start next week once I get the website set up. All right, let's talk about this. At the end of the day, I know people gonna go back and forth and say he ducked and dodged. Uh, but I'll talk about the money because I know what happened. But just real quickly, I was gonna say on paper, it looked like I don't know Canelo. I don't know DAZN's deal. I don't have connections to DAZN as much as I have with PBC. But Canelo's money was not all up front for PBC. I don't know if DAZN's is. I can't speak for DAZN, but I do know that PBC was not giving him $40 million as soon as he walked out the ring. I don't know if that made a play with it or anything like that, but I just want you guys to know that. And also know that Checks and Balances is coming up May 19th on Malcolm X's birthday. And you got to go watch 9 Wives before you watch that. And two, I know Charlo was a more popular fighter than Bivol. He pulsates more in our community. I'm talking about the boxing community, not just Black and Mexican community, but just in boxing in general. He has a bigger pulse than Bivol. But the fact remains, Bivol is a better boxer than Charlo. Bivol is bigger than Charlo, and similar and like Charlo, he is a world champion, and I believe Bivol is an Olympian. Charlo never was an Olympian, so he has that pedigree. He comes from that school of boxing. I mean, he's just a hell of a boxer. I've been in the gym with Bivol. Bivol's a bad guy, and because he doesn't speak English, I think he got a little better with English, but HBO went out of business, so that kind of delayed his career. But Jamal, if you compare the two, and if you take color off, if you just make them both ghosts, you will see Jamal Charlo. I'm just giving you a profile. Has to come up in weight. Has never walked down the aisle in a big fight, and has never been in a 50-50 fight. He has been slated to win every fight probably since wow. When was the last time we even thought that Jamal Charlo had a chance at losing? People gonna say J-Rock, but he was favored. He was the champion. J-Rock was an unknown, undefeated fighter that I knew about, but I still had I still had Jamal Charlo the favorite in that fight. So I think we got to go all the way. I don't know. Jamal Charlo has never gone into the ring in the last 5 years as an underdog. So, um, so when you put all that in, and you got Canelo going up in weight, and you have a champion, an Olympian champion, waiting on him, who has fought, I guess, only at that weight class. I'm not an expert on Bivol. I just know about him today and how he stands today. So, in terms of the draw, Charlo is a better fight. When that ring goes ding ding, Bivol is the better fighter, and that's just the truth, man. And um, if I had it my way, I'll keep it a buck. If I had it my way, I would want Bivol and then Benavidez. I don't want. I like the Triple G fight. I do want the third fight because I didn't see the other ones because he was with Golden Boy, so I didn't see those. But um, so I'm interested in the third fight. I like the fact that they don't like each other, but maybe that fight happens in December. I don't know. Right. Oh, excuse me. Maybe that fight happens in September, right? So I guess I'll get to see it. But I would have Canelo as the big favorite. But um, I would put $100 on Bill. You know, um, just for entertainment purposes. I'm not going to the fight, but I would put $100 on Bill, just to get, how you put something down just to keep yourself engaged in the fight, so you have to pick somebody. But at the end of the day, as I get my Adrian Broner on, I'll say, fighters, you got to put yourself in position to have the the business power and the acumen of a Canelo. Speaking of Adrian Broner could have been Canelo. Poor choice of opponent and Adrian Broner. I mean, and Marcos Maidana jumping up in weight and being not mentally prepared the first half of that fight, too loosey goosey. If he was mentally prepared in that fight, he would have beat Marcos Maidana, and it would have changed the course of history, and it would have changed. It definitely would have changed Floyd Mayweather's career because he fought him twice. So when you so I say that's where I stand on it. But moreover than that, man, checks and balances is coming out soon. But I already know the narrative is going to say he ducked. But at the end of the day, PBC wasn't giving him all his money up front. They would have put him on the Floyd Mayweather plan. And Canelo's not interested in being on the Floyd Mayweather plan. He wants all his money as soon as he walks out the ring. And that's just it. And I called this week because I'm back on my boxing. I'm back on my boxing. And they explained the deal. It would have been somewhere around 35 and 50. It would have been 35 and 50 or something, and he would have got, I don't know what the percentages he would have got, but and he would have got money later on. It would have been deferred, like how Floyd said he's still getting paid from pay-per-view 7-8 years ago. Canelo don't want that. Canelo want all his money right now, and as a businessman, when you get off work, you want your money right now. When you a day labor, sometimes I have to hire day laborers. I don't say, can you work today and I pay you next week? No, they want their money right then and there, and that's what they do. So, um, so that's the truth on that. So there you have it. Um, I'm interested in a Triple G fight, but not over David Benavidez. Um, if you ask me in terms of my appeal to the fight, I would want Charlo. But I know I want to see if Canelo can figure out Bivol. Charlo won't be challenging to figure out. It'll be his first fight at 168. Um, he's been at least a 3-1 favorite in all his fights the past 5 years. So I don't really see uh, I don't really see the preparation on Charlo's side. And then too, you got to ask yourself, Jamal Charlo is about to become Harvey Grant. For real, for real. And it's just a waste of talent, man. Just a waste. Yeah. I mean, he ain't had, anyways, man. I'm gone, man. Barbershop conversations, man. Y'all have a great Friday. Be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. You know what I mean? And I'll see you guys in the shop Sunday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And we'll obviously review Gary Russell little brother fights tomorrow against Victor Postol. Postol's in a tough position for multiple reasons. He has a horse in front of him, and he's concerned about his family over in Ukraine. So, barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.